welcome back to Headbangers Ball. It may be raining, but we are not going to let that dampen the festivities of our coverage of Donington Monsters of Rock 1994. And up next on the show, I'm joined by the most extreme band to take to the Donington stage since Slayer, and that, of course, is my old friends Sepultura. I've got Max and Andreas with me. Always a pleasure to see you guys. And how are you doing?
We're doing good. We arrived Wednesday. We've been kind of nervous for this show. It's like a flashback from Rock in Rio.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a lot of people and it's in England. So I hope everything goes well. We're pretty excited.
Absolutely, and I think you've got a few surprises in store today. We'll talk about that in a moment. Andreas, really, could you fill us in on what you've been up to since we last hooked up with you for Concert Chaos in Portugal?
Yeah, we finished that tour in Europe, and then we came to America to do like a week before Christmas with Fudge Tunnel in America. Then we did Hollywood Rock in Brazil, big festival there in January. And we just came back from South America for 3 weeks. We did Argentina, Chile, Venezuela, Puerto Rico, Mexico, and Brazil, just only one show. And now we're here doing this festival, and we have a tour with Pantera and Biohazard in America for almost 3 months now in the summer.
So you've been clocking up those miles, as Sepultura do. Now, you are no strangers to playing big festivals, but
That doesn't mean we're comfortable with.
I know, but do you regard Donington as something a bit special?
Yeah.
Definitely. What have you heard about it?
Well, since we grow up as kids, I was like always in magazines, and our favorite bands play, from the past, Iron Maiden, Ozzy,
Cool.
and we were kids, and we're like, you can never tell we're playing this. It's still, you gotta punch yourself and to make you believe that you are on the bill. But it's great. I think we came a long way. Work really hard, and for me, it's a really honor to be on this festival. And we always like England also. It's like since the first show on the Marquee to everywhere we've been in England, it's always been really great for us. The fans here have always been really killer. So I think it's going to be good.
Well, you definitely deserve to be here, and I'm very glad to see you here. Now, we'll talk a little bit about what you're going to be doing on stage at Donington, because, as I said, a few surprises. One of them is that you are going to be playing your kind of highly acclaimed acoustic ballad, Keovas, and is that for the first time in Europe?
Yeah.
What are you going to be, you're going to have some like drums up on the front of the stage and just really going for it?
Yeah, actually it's not acoustic, because we didn't want to put the crowd to sleep.
Oh.
So we redo it. Now with distortion and a lot of drums.
Brilliant.
And it's pretty much as heavy as the other songs, maybe heavier because it's more weird.
Explore more of the percussion part of the song because it's a live situation, so it's more stronger and sounds very different, but still Kaiovas, but stronger.
Well, I think we are going to be seeing a little bit of Keovas live in just a moment. But Andreas, what are your kind of likes and dislikes of playing a big festival like this?
I don't know, mainly probably the equipment, but that doesn't matter. If the crowd is really strong and really support, we forget about the problems on stage and we just remember about the good stuff. That was the first Rock in Rio, the only Rock in Rio we did. Sounds like shit on stage, but the crowd was wonderful. So we always remember Rock in Rio as a good thing would happen with us, And I think today here is going to be the same, I think the crowd's very supportive. A lot of Sepultura shirts I've seen already, so we're ready.
Do you approach a show like this any differently to just like a regular club gig?
It is different because the whole atmosphere is different. It's not really about contact with the kids because you don't have really contact, but it's about a big mass of people, and you gotta substitute the barrier, the space between you and the people there, from energy that gotta come from kind of far away. It's weird to explain, but we like to do both.
Do you find that you have to kind of feed off the energy of each other on stage a lot more because there is that big barrier between you and the crowd?
Yeah, I think so. We try to think in different ways to keep the energy up and not think about the shit what happened we don't like. And most of the time we very happy after the show because the show went good and stuff, and the crowd was not like disappointed with the band and stuff, so it's cool.
Okay, well, we'll talk to Max and Andreas some more in just a moment, but right now we are going to show you some more Sepultura live on stage at Donington 1994.
All my culture,
Sepultura have proved to be one of the most popular bands on Headbangers Ball this year, and rightly so. So I'm sure you're just as glad as I am to see them here at Donington 94. We'll talk some more to Max and Andreas, and I'd like to actually just talk now about the new single, Slave New World, because we've been playing the video quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. Obviously co-written with Evan from Biohazard, and third and final single from Chaos AD. And I was just wondering, was it important that the concept of the video apply on both like a global and personal level as the song does?
Well, I think once we're not really a band that's like that kind of single stuff that much, but in the end everybody does that, and Roadrunner was kind of like they would be really pleased if we let them do singles, so we decided to do it. Then once you're gonna do it, you might as well do the best you can. That's why we record all those songs, and we work real close to the artwork to make sure we give to the people something that they can enjoy as well, not just put anything out that they're just gonna spend their money and be a rip-off,
Of course, but the first two videos, Andreas, were kind of what I would describe as real, dealing with everyday kind of things going on in the real world. But Slave New World, it's kind of more of a gets you in the head, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's more about the future, and without trying to show the state of situation without any time to choose or something like that, And it's like the tattoo Igor did, and it's on the cover of the single with the barcode. So you don't have to show passport, nothing, but you just pass that, and they know everything about your life and stuff like that. So it's the kind of situation that happens some places in the world, and it happened before, like in Brazil and stuff. But like just to be aware,
become a product,
Yeah.
And it's like we all if you think about it, it's something that we all should be afraid of, because that will affect everybody. It will affect music in a way. Like in the future, for example, people are gonna have to show ID and write a whole questionnaire of questions to buy their favorite album. If it keeps going like this with this whole censorship thing, that's it's totally ridiculous.
So Big Brother is watching you.
Yeah, that's what it's about. Like in the future, we make a little futuristic premonition that can be as bad as the video.
Yes.
In a way of being bad for people to live. Nobody in the video is really happy.
No.
All the people is really depressed, and it's like a society that's it's like commanding you. You be a slave new world.
It's very, very effective, the video, and we'll be seeing it again on Headbangers Ball very soon. Of course, we're only playing live performances in this show, but I know you don't mind that. Now, Max, we've talked so much about Chaos AD over the past few months, and it is a very very angry lyrics, and I was just wondering, I was sort of sitting back and reflecting on it last night, and how did you write those lyrics without trying to sound like whinging, and was that difficult?
Yeah, I think it comes out of us naturally, but I seen reviews sometimes that people think that why is these people so pissed off, or whatever, don't bug me because they don't understand. But it's all real. It's stuff that we feel, and because we're from Brazil, from a third world, we're probably the only third world band that can be doing all this right now. We feel the urge to let people know what's going on with the worst part of the world.
Well, you guys can definitely tell it the way it really is, having seen what goes on in Brazil, for sure. Now, we know that you're going to be going out on the road in the States with Pantera, which will be fantastic. So I'm just wondering, any other plans? Have you written any new material, or you're going to be doing a live home video or anything like that in the future?
We have recorded some live shows in the last American tour. And we are mixing some stuff, and probably we release something live, but we don't know yet in which kind of form and stuff like that. And probably we'll be back in Europe to do places like we did on the last part of the tour. And
you're doing some shows with Obituary, aren't you?
The what?
You're doing some shows with Obituary in Germany? Yeah.
Germany, some festivals, and Henry Rollins too.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad it continues to go well for you guys, and I'm so thrilled to see you here at Donington, as I said. And once again, I'll wish you the very, very best of luck, and say thank you to both of you for joining me here on Headbangers Ball. Right now, we're moving on up the bill and we're going to go into some live performance from the next band up, and that is Pantera. The Cowboys from Hell are coming up live right now, and then after that we will be meeting up with them to talk to them too. So stay tuned as the Headbangers Ball Donington Monsters of Rock special continues his Pantera live.